Lakes Education Action Drive is a nonprofit organization dedicated to preserving the natural beauty and quality of the lakes in Polk County. They have an event coming up that will get you rowing and maybe even getting wet. All the details are coming up on Polk Place. Hey there, welcome to Polk Place. I'm your host today, Dion Spires. We've got two ladies in studio today to talk about an upcoming event that's going to keep our lakes beautiful. We've got Tabitha Beal, the Executive Director of the Lakes Education Action Drive, and Jackie Hollister from Polk County Utilities. How are y'all doing today?
Good.
Great.
Good, thank you.
Good to have you here. Thank you for being here. Before we dive into the event, I'd like to ask you, Tabitha, I know you've told me before, but for those who aren't familiar, the Lakes Education Action Drive, what is it that you guys strive to do in Polk County here?
So it is a nonprofit. It's all about protecting and preserving our lakes through education and awareness. And so whether that's through signage, through special events, through Living at the Lakes workshops, so we do a variety of these things, but it's all through education to help bring protection and preservation to our lakes.
Great. And you guys have an event coming up that's kind of, is it a partnership between LEAD and Polk County Utilities?
Yes, it's sort of a multiple partnership activity that's coming up on May 6th, and we have 3 great events that are all working in partnership at the same location. So we have the Seven Rivers Festival, we have the Haines City Cardboard Boat Challenge, and also the Recycled Fashion Show.
That sounds exciting, and that's a brand new event, so I'm excited to talk about that. Before we dive into that, let's talk about the Seven Rivers Water Festival. That's a big event that's happening that day, and Jackie, you can touch on that. What is the festival? What's the purpose of it?
The purpose of the festival is to bring to people's attention the idea that water conservation is very important now. We are beginning to run low on potable water, so we're trying to make sure that everyone has the water that they need, but not just to go and be wasteful about it. And there are all different kinds of reasons for saving water, whether it's just for irrigation or to make sure you have enough water to shower with. The animals need water, nature needs water. I mean, everything needs water. So the thing is if everyone just makes sure that they only use what they need and let the rest of it go where else it can be used. That's the whole idea behind the Seven Rivers Water Festival.
So what are some of the things that you guys are going to have at the event to help communicate that message? Is it activities at the event, or how do you guys, what do you guys provide?
We have activities and games, we have demonstrations, we have irrigation help for those who have to water their lawn and need help on cutting back on some of that wasteful use of water there. We have conservation organizations out there because the health of the lakes has a lot to do with our health as well, and that's how Lakes Education ties in with that. Recycling has a lot to do with it. The more you're recycling, the less trash it's out on the roadside. We have Keep Polk County Beautiful will be out there. They're the ones who are sponsoring the Recycle Fashion Show. So we have a lot of really neat organizations coming in. Of course, we're going to have the Bloodmobile and a couple other things, and we're going to have a live Florida Panther out there.
Wow.
And she's been out there a couple of times. She's really cool. She's always a great draw.
That's
we're going to have selfie spots. We're going to have rain barrels for sale at cost. We're going to have all kinds of really neat things. It's going to be a blast.
That's awesome. And I know while we're talking about the Seven Rivers Water Festival, you also have an art contest that you guys do every year that's coming up. The deadline's actually coming up for it, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So can you talk about that, just what that contest is?
Yeah, the art contest has been going on for several years now. It's over 10 years old, incredibly. Every year we start the art contest around January and end it around April, and it's open to all students in Polk County, grades K through 12. It doesn't matter if they're homeschooled, public school, doesn't matter. As long as they're in K through 12, and they can go ahead and send their entries in, and then what we do is we take the ones that are the most qualified, and we take them out to the Seven Rivers Water Festival, and we let the public judge them out there. The winners, the first, second, and place winners, are placed into the annual conservation calendar. We give away 5,000 copies of those calendars every year.
Wow. I know that's so exciting. As a kid in school, I was telling you off the air that that was like one of the highlights in elementary school and stuff. Whenever I would go into art class and they'd be like, okay guys, there's this contest coming up and you get to draw whatever you want for this contest. And it was like this creative outlet, and then the fact that you might win something was even cooler. It was great. So I know that's exciting for the kids to get involved with. And just to make it clear to the audience that's viewing, they're doing art based on conservation messages, right?
Yes,
so
it has to be based on water conservation, yes.
Awesome. So shifting gears here to another event that's coming up. Tabitha, you've got your cardboard boat challenge coming up, and it's the Haines City Cardboard Boat Challenge.
Yes, this one is the first. For years we've done the Lakeland Cardboard Boat Challenge, but last year there was a little rivalry between Haines City coming over to Lakeland and checking out the event, and Haines City realized it would be a perfect opportunity to share information about lakes in Haines City too. So we're going to be up in Haines City on the same day that the Seven Rivers is going on, at the same spot at Lake Eva on May 6th. And that morning you can come out and build your cardboard boat, and then you get to race it. So you get cardboard, duct tape, a couple other supplies like a yardstick, pencil, and a utility knife, and that's it, and you build your boat. And then two people have to get in it and race a little obstacle course out in the lake and back against the other participants and stuff. So we've got that option. And then for those families that are like not real sure, want to experiment at home, build their own boat at home, we also have the pre-built boat option as well. So you can actually build your boat at home and then bring it in that morning and still race. But there are guidelines that you have to follow. Again, only using cardboard and duct tape to assemble your boat. But you get a little freedom in the creative design area if you do a pre-built a little bit more.
Definitely. And that's got to be a great team builder. It's got to build your confidence in your team, because I'm not sailing out on a boat that I think is falling apart. I'm sure that's fun for the whole team. What kind of, based on your Lakeland event, what kind of turnout do you hope to have for the Haines City?
Well, being the first year, we're not quite sure, but we have a space. We have a limited space for teams. We've done the categories a little bit different. So we're hoping to get around 20 to 30 teams this year. And we may go a little bit more, but that's what we're shooting for this year. So,
is there any fee or anything to sign up for that, to sign a team up, and how do they go about signing up if they want to get involved?
So to sign up, you just go to lakeseducation.org, and you'll see right at the top, sign up teams for the Cardboard Boat Challenge at Haines City. There is a fee, it's $35, but with that fee comes you get 2 t-shirts for your team members to participate in the race. So you get 2 of the Cardboard Boat t-shirts, and then you also get all the supplies to build your boat on site that day.
It's a good deal for sure.
Yeah.
So Jackie, to shift again, another very creative contest, and the first year doing it, the Recycled Fashion Show. Tell me all about that, because that sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Well, I don't believe this has ever come to Polk County before. Now, they've had other ones, in other areas, but it's really neat. 75% of your costume has got to be made by something that was headed to the landfill, whether it's plastic bottles or newspaper or whatever. And I already have a lot of people at work in my office who are saying, oh, I'm going to start designing now. So, and that is open to all ages. Nice. So that's going to be really interesting. But the timing is going to be perfect, because Tabitha's boats are going to be hitting the water about 10 o'clock, from 10 to 12, and the festival itself starts at 10 o'clock. Perfect. And then about the time the boats are done at noon is the time the fashion show is going to be kicking off. So there's a lot hanging on there.
Yeah, nonstop fun there. Yeah. So how did the idea come about for a recycled fashion show? Was that your brainchild, or was that?
Well, it's not my brainchild, but I'd heard about them. And it sounded like fun, and I've been trying to keep Polk County Beautiful involved, and they're always very busy, as we all are. But finally this year they gave in and said, okay, we'll go ahead and do it. We'll help you with this. So, and I want to make sure that Haines City has really been a huge sponsor of the Seven Rivers Water Festival for several years now. And the fact that they're letting us have it at Lake Eva is just going to make the whole event so much more bigger. It's
a terrific
really
venue for this event.
It's perfect. So it's really going to be nice this year.
Now, when people are watching the fashion show, is it people are physically putting these on to model them? It's a fashion show?
Yeah, it's got to be wearable.
Wow.
Yes, and they're going to have ribbons. This is the first year, so just getting our feet wet with that one. They're going to have ribbons for the people who place, so.
That's so
yeah.
cool.
And
I'm envisioning these like recycled Lady Gaga-esque costumes,
Yeah.
like this out
Yeah.
there stuff that.
well, you never know. There might be somebody with tin cans and bells inside, so when they walk, you know, they'll jiggle. Or I don't know. It could be anything. Anything. Just, you
That's
know,
gonna be
fish around in the
hilarious.
recycle bin and see what you come up with.
So how do people get involved with this contest?
With this particular one, you can go online to Keep Polk County Beautiful, and they'll have the sign-up sheet there, or you can go to polk-county.net/7rivers, and all of the information for all of them will be there, and links to the other sites so that you can see. Because they are all being held together. They're kind of as a group, but they're kind of independent too, so it's just, we're just having fun.
Yep.
Now, I always ask with the nonprofits, do you guys need any volunteers or anything for this event? Is there anything
Absolutely.
that you guys
Yes.
need help with? How can people get involved, and what can they do for you guys?
So we all can use volunteers. So either one of us contacting either one of us, you can contact lead through lakeseducation@hotmail.com. And we would love to have Boy Scout troops, Girl Scout groups, FFA groups, any kind of groups that are interested in coming and helping out. We would love to have them. And if there's individuals that want to come out for the morning and spend a couple hours with us assisting with stuff, we will put you to work. We've got lots of fun stuff going on.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And as far as the festival goes, if there are any groups out there, whether they're students or whether they are companies who would like to come out and show what they're doing for conservation and for pollution prevention, or agriculture interests, I'd like to get some out there, but again, they're always so busy that they can't come out and say, like, well, here are the blueberries that we grow because you're saving water, and we have enough water to be able to grow the food that you need. You know, a lot of different things, whether it has to do with pollution prevention or water conservation or growing food or anything agriculture, all this stuff ties in together. So if anyone wants to come out and show off what they're doing, they're more than welcome to.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Well, obviously it's going to be a huge fun-filled day, non-stop entertainment. Before we sign off, can you give the viewers, either one of you, a rundown again of the date, time, and where they can sign up for these events?
Okay. You can go to polk-county.net/7rivers, and there are links there to all of the events. The event will be held on May 6th from, well, Tabitha's will be starting at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
And the rest of the festival will be starting about 10 o'clock. We'll be running from 10 to 3, and there's just going to be a whole lot of stuff out there, a lot of things going on.
All right. Well, I wish you guys the best of luck with it. I hope that the fashion show has a huge turnout, and the Cardboard Boat Challenge being their first year.
Yes. Thank you.
Lakes Education Action Drive invites you to their Seven Rivers Water Festival and Haines City Cardboard Boat Challenge, scheduled for Saturday, May 6th at 8 a.m. at Lake Eva Park in Haines City. The challenge will be to design, construct, and race a boat made of cardboard around a marked course in Lake Eva. Program is free to attend and $35 per team to register. The deadline to register is May 1st. For more information, you can give them a call at 863-899-8157 or look them up on the web at lakeseducation.org.